All right, y'all. So, all right, for this video, you might think I'm crazy, but I don't care. For this video, I wanted to talk about, excuse me, astral projection. All right. Um, like I always do these videos, I always tell my little piece of experience first, and then I'm gonna go into the reason why I'm even making the video, right? Or into sharing that information with y'all. So now my experience with astral projection comes from just being a dreamer all around. Like me, since I can remember, I always had vivid ass dreams. But it wasn't until I would say my spiritual awakening, or I mean, like back in February, that big boom I always speak about. But it wasn't until I was awakened to more abilities when I start realizing that my dreams were no longer dreams. Like I no longer was like in a slumber, like where it just went black, had a cool little movie going on, and then you came back. It was more so like once I lay down, I'll go into a different dimension. And like I said, I might sound crazy, but if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, find out. And you will soon, hopefully, if you listen to what I got to say. But anyways, so it was no longer as if I was just going to sleep. Like my body was being put to work. Okay. When you astral project, you can Google it. You can find whatever information you want, and I'm gonna just share my what is it? My unquoted information about astral projection. Now, from my understanding, when you lay down, it is literally like your body is to rest, but your spirit comes out of your body and it goes to different dimensions. Now, in those different dimensions, it's as if you have more control, and that's how you can decipher what's a dream and what's astral projection, because when I astral project, I can hear thoughts, I can feel feelings, I can touch things, I can smell things. Everything is vivid, and I could hear my thoughts being like, "Yo, why you just didn't yell at?" Like for instance, if somebody's yelling at me in the dream, my thoughts would be like, "Yo, why you ain't yell back? Yell back at her," and I'd be like, "Okay," and then I'll yell back. You feel me? So it's like more control in the astral realm, and it's as if I'm living in a whole different reality, and it's a whole different timeline, because it is me and it is people that I notice in my real life, but we're acting out differently. Or certain people that I know in this current reality in the 3D will come to me in the astral and tell me a secret or something like that, or they'll speak to me in different things. And it's such a dope place. Like I wish everyone could tap into it, because it's just like, bro, we are living in different timelines all occurring at the same time. So like I know for me, one of my biggest thing is I'm an escapist. Like I was gonna say I love to trip. Let me stop. But no, like I just really love to go on trips and travel, whether it be physically in the 3D or astrally. So like when my mind, like every time I go to sleep, like that's my meditative session, like that, because I know I be putting in work. Like sis be really healing in the astral realm, and I see many different things, and that's what goes to this experience I want to share, is that I did a meditation on astral projection. Now, like I said, if you don't know what it is, there's so many different meditations you can do on YouTube, and I definitely recommend listening to them at nighttime with headphones in, so that you can get to, or at least practice astral projecting. Um, oh, before I get into the experience, I will say there's levels to this shit. You feel me? Like when I first started, like I said, it started like I really started realizing I was in a different realm once I um, had my spiritual awakening. But before the spiritual awakening, like there's steps into the spirit world. Like I remember before, it used to start off as sleep paralysis. Now sleep paralysis is when you're literally laying down there, your soul is trying to escape your body pretty much, but you're stuck. Like your soul's trying to get back into the body or something like that. No, I'm not. Let me act like I never said that. You're like laying down, and there's literally like your mind wakes up, your eyes wake up, but your body is still paralyzed. So it's like you're laying there and you're just looking around. You can't move, you can't do nothing, but you'll hear yourself breathing, or there'll be certain different things acting out in in your room that seem demonic and scary and stuff like that. And pretty much that's just like your initiation. Like, let me see if this bitch is scared of that demon in the corner, or that demon that's sitting on her chest, as they call the old hag, or whatever the case may be. Let me see if she's scared of this. And if she's not scared of this and she could fight this shit off, then I can, we can bring her to the next level of astral projecting and going to different realms. Because your soul is not going to take, your spirit is not going to take you somewhere where you're not ready for. You feel me? So that's why I know many people will keep getting sleep paralysis, because they can't get over the fact that there's a demon sitting on my fucking chest. There's a demon trying to get me in my sleep. You feel me? But if you can like be like, oh, this bitch doing it again. Like, like if you've ever experienced sleep paralysis, like you feel like your body's vibrating and shit, you'd be like, oh fuck, they got me again. Let me just sleep. Boop. And then you'll transition. So after a few times of that, I realized, I was like, okay, I'm good. And then I went into astral projection. But yeah, so let me get into the experience. I did this astral projection about talking to my true self, because once you're going to these different realms, you can get so much information and take it back with you to this 3D realm to be able to operate here. Because truthfully, most people are stuck in this 3D matrix, okay? Like, what can I say? Many people are stuck here. So they feel as though this is the only reality they can live, so they feel stuck. But if you would like to escape like me, or like to, experience different timelines, or experience different layers of life, you can go to the astral realm and you can get facts and pull the facts from there, which is like the 4D, okay? Get information from there so that you can apply it here in this 3D realm, because most people here are stuck. They feel stuck here. Am I stuck? Hell no. You feel me? So I cheat, because I know that this physical body is here. You feel me? This meat is here, and it has to carry out a certain lesson. So to help this process, I go up there, pull information down, and then apply it to this body. It's 11:11, guys. Okay, that sound mad fake. I don't set 11:11 alarms just to be like, oh, it's 11:11. Like, no, like I just did that for one of these days because I had to do something at 11:11. Anyways, back to my story. So yes, you can go to the astral realm to get information. So that's what I did. I wanted to get information from my true self regarding a certain situation. Now, what happened was, I go to sleep with the audio going in my ear, and I could leave the same meditation down, because bitch, when I tell you it fucking worked, it worked. Okay. Yeah, so I went to astral realm. Mind you, I had, like, it's a guided meditation that I played, and I had no idea what he said. All I heard was hi, and that was the last thing. I was out like a light. So then I go to the astral realm, and I have this entire dream, and dream. And it's a different timeline of me, like my inner child acting certain things out, because that's what I was asking about, like trying to heal certain things. And mind you, you can either choose to go in with a certain intention, or like literally your subconscious will pick up on certain things that you need to learn and need to work on. Like I said, when I go to sleep, I be healing. It's like crazy. I be going to work. So I go in, and it was like a dream or something. I was acting something out about my inner child, and at the end of the dream, I literally was healed, and I'm gonna read back what I wrote. I'm not sure what phone it is. Hold on. I'm gonna read back what I wrote, because it was super powerful. Okay, with this one. So my problem I was trying to get over was like in regards to abundance, in regards to having power within self, in regards to knowing who I am. So I had to go to my true self to be like, yo, what's up? Like, I need to get over this lesson, because I feel like, the universe been sending me signs about who I am, but I really need to step in that. What is blocking me? So I literally said, inner child was healed. I used to expect white women or authority in school to take care of me and to do something about how I was feeling, because nobody at home would help me or help deal with my emotions. The kids at school were trying to give me advice, but I wouldn't listen to anybody but myself. I used to get mad because I know I wasn't going to get my way, and that wasn't going to treat me. And they wasn't going to treat me right, and only made me more upset. I used to catch tantrums because these white women didn't care about my black ass while I was in school. Anything that was wrong with me, they didn't really care. My problem was that I was always trying to make them care. It wasn't until I stopped looking for a white woman to come to my rescue and stopped thinking things wouldn't work out for me when I was in trouble, and just said, and all I had to say was, this is going to work in my favor. And by saying that, I was healed of those old wounds. And it also teaches me to have more faith and power in my words and thoughts. So I literally, as I woke up out my sleep, right? I'm going to go back to that note. I woke up out my sleep, and when I tell you, bro, like when I said inner child was healed, all I had to say was, this is going to work out for me. So once I said in that realm, this is going to work out for me, literally I woke up and my eyes opened. And as it opened, I saw this like big ass fucking, I can't even explain. It was like this big ass white figure. It was like a white light. And I was scared. I'm like, oh shit. A demon from the fucking astral carried me back because of the fear that I had. And then all of a sudden the voice was like, don't be, like, it was so subtle. It's like, don't be scared, it's me. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay. And then it literally, once I let go of that fear, it was like a wave of energy, like from top to bottom. It said, and that was literally my higher self, my spirit, going back into this physical body. And when I tell you I was shooketh, okay? Like, I've never seen my true self in such a way. And I feel as though, like, my intentions of really wanting to see my true self and understand who that being was, and getting to a certain level where I was just not afraid of such, even though I was scared at first. But then just to be able to see my true self come down, like, even though it was like a space between the third realm and the three, it was like I was in 3D, but then the spirit was still there, ready to come back into body. And I've never experienced such a thing. And it's just through time and time and time after practice, and back to this note, the reason why I thought it was so amazing was because, like I was saying, one of the inner child wounds I was dealing with was like, understanding white people in authority, having power in my words and stuff like that, and just being intentional about what I speak out, because if I speak out good things, and good things will come to me. If I just know my power and say certain things, it'll come out. And I feel like before then, there was so many blocks. You feel me? So I say this to say, and I share that experience because it's like, once we go into the astral realm, like I said, you can pull so much good information that will get you unblocked in the 3D world and make it work for you. You understand? Like, one day we will be able to, like, maybe when we perish and this 3D body dies, like, we're able to go to the 4th dimension, the 5th dimension, and it's all the way up to like 9 or even 11. I don't know. There's so many different dimensions or whatever. But, for right now, and for what I've been able to experience, is the 4D and the 5D. And we can go to these higher levels of, frequencies and dimensions to be able to help us in this state where I do still have to come back to this body because I have work to do on this earth. So I think overall, in conclusion, astral projection is dope. You can learn about yourself. You can learn about how to unblock certain things that you're going on with your 3D self. And it's also just another layer of your spiritual journey that you can attribute to what you can do and certain abilities that you have. And I feel like it makes us like fucking superhuman. So fucking try it, yo. Good night.